Hey there, Saints. Pastor Dave here with another weekly devotional for you. I'm going to start with another reading from Sarah Arthur's 1 Year Daily Grind. This one is about how we spend our time. A dear friend of mine once gave me a card with a quote by Annie Dillard that says, "How we spend our days is, of course, how we spend our lives." It immediately made me stop and ponder, how was I spending my days? Was I spending each day focused on kingdom values that make a long-term difference in this world? Or was I frittering each day away on short-term crises, escapist entertainment, and materialistic impulses? A good question for all of us. If I've spent most of every day on a cell phone, for instance, then that's how I will have spent my life. My obituary, if it's honest, would read, "She gave her life to singular." Is that how I want to be remembered? Another quote, this time from the 18th century preacher John Wesley, gets at this same issue. "Do nothing on which you cannot pray for a blessing. It becomes not a Christian to do anything so trivial that he cannot pray over it." Elsewhere he wrote, "Whether you like it or no, read and pray daily. It is for your life. There is no other way. Else you will be a trifler all your days." I like that word, trifler. It captures so much of what I see in popular culture. I sit at the hairdresser's having forgotten to bring a decent book, so I flip through a women's magazine in which the ads and articles are about such trivial, fleeting issues that I can hardly keep from rolling my eyes. A cute handbag here, a smart pair of shoes there, and pretty soon we have trifling down to a science. Because how we spend our money is, of course, how we spend our days, and how we spend our days, well, you get the picture. Well, Saints, how have you spent your day today? I know that, there's a lot going on in the world. There are always important, big, meaningful things happening. There's a war here, there's an election there, there's a crisis, there's a natural disaster, there's a global pandemic. There's no shortage of important things happening. And I think maybe sometimes it gets so overwhelming that we intentionally pull back from all of that and kind of want to distract ourselves with maybe less meaningful things, with escapist entertainment, as Sarah says, with, just the stupid gossip that we can click through online, scrolling on Facebook, whatever. Sometimes we intentionally choose to turn away from the rest of the world and just distract ourselves with that. But sometimes that stuff just kind of seeps into our lives, that it has become so much a part of our culture that we can't even notice it. We can't turn away from it because we don't know where else to turn. Everything we're talking about seems to be trivial. I wonder if we thought more about what John Wesley said, that we should not engage ourselves in anything that we wouldn't want to ask God to bless. What if we use that as our benchmark, as our rubric for how we spent our time? Well, I know I would be spending a lot less time on my phone and on my computer. I would be spending a lot more time interacting with people, with friends and with church members. I would be spending a lot more time in service, doing things that would be of use, of good to someone else. I would be spending a lot less time worrying about what's happening in the news. I'd be spending a lot more time worrying about what's happening on my street with my neighbors. I think it's a great rubric. I think it's a great idea for us to consider, what am I doing right now? Would I want to ask God's blessing over it? And obviously, Saints, we can't be doing big, important things every moment of our lives. We can't be constantly engaged in these things of ultimate meaning and weight, because it would just wear us out. We need to take a break sometimes. But consider how the breakdown of your time looks right now. Maybe it would be helpful to spend a day tracking how you spend every hour and just make sure that it looks the way that you thought it would look, that you expected it to look. Maybe you would find that you could squeeze a few more things into your day that are worth praying over. That's your devotional this week, Saints. I hope it's helpful, worth thinking about. Hope you're doing well and staying healthy. And please keep praying for me. I'll be praying for you. And I'll see you again soon. Y'all take care.